Welcome back to the channel. We are your Colorado real estate family, and today we're going to be traveling up north because we are actually overdue for a market update of Fort Collins.
All right, let's go.
If you're new to our channel, Chelsea and Pete here, and if you're interested in moving to Colorado, Denver, or any of the surrounding cities, we're the people that you need to know. So do yourself a favor, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified every time we put out a new video.
And of course, guys, if you are looking at purchasing real estate in the state of Colorado, today more specifically Fort Collins, we're going to throw the phone number below, wrap it up right there. Give us a call, licensed real estate agent here, helping out so many people just like you with all your real estate needs.
Okay, so we are way overdue for this whole market update in Fort Collins, and not because we haven't covered it recently, but it has changed significantly since the summer.
Yeah, the market has changed so much since the summertime. The last time we did it, we gave you July numbers, and so that's why we really need to update you, because there's been a lot of changes ever since these last 3 months.
Yes, so we're going to be talking about till the end of September are our numbers, because October has not been released yet. So we're going to be using September numbers today. So one of the first topics that you guys always ask us about is inventory. So we're going to be covering single family inventory versus condo and townhouse.
Yep.
So what does that mean from 2021 to 2022? 2021 was 208 new listings on the market, whereas 2022 this time of year is 185. So it's actually down 11% from this time last year, which is crazy.
Big difference. Like I said, it's changed. The market has changed drastically since the summertime.
Okay, so if we break it down by townhouse and condo, in 2021 it was 105 new listings on the market. In 2022 it's 77, which is down 27%. So we've talked about this before in Denver, but are we worried about the inventory right this second? Not necessarily, because we are seeing a decrease in buyers as well. And so it's not like really, it doesn't feel like there's not enough listings on the market.
Yeah, guys, and like I said, I've mentioned this so many times. This is probably the 4th video I've mentioned it, is I love this market right now because we are helping out you guys out who are purchasing houses in Colorado right now. And so we're not having that hard time competing with 20 other buyers. We're able to go in, look at, a quick 5 houses, pick one, and then know that we could go in sometimes under list price. And it's actually been a great time recently. I love this right now just because we're not constantly letting you guys down where, oh man, we lost out to this buyer. We just lost out to this buyer. And so this is a perfect time to be purchasing right now. Yeah,
so would you say that we're in a buyer's market at this moment?
I personally think so. Like there's stuff that we're getting done that's unheard of that was happening back in March, where new furnaces, roofs redone, we're getting concessions, we're getting under list price. You could have never gotten that done, I'd say March prior. Like all those months beforehand, you were giving the seller everything you could in order to get that offer accepted, whereas now we have a lot more power. I do think that it leans more towards a buyer's market. Okay,
so the other thing too is when you guys call me, usually you get me first, and we start kind of going through this discovery mode of what it is that you're looking for and how to make this a smooth transition for you. If you were to talk to me earlier this year or in the springtime or summer for sure, we'd be having a very different conversation than our buyers right now. We would be talking about expectation. We'd be talking about the market and how aggressive it can be. Are we ready? I mean, we would just be so ridiculously on point with like making sure we're already through underwriting with the lender and all the things that we need to do to make sure that the moment you saw a house hit the market that we were jumping on it like so fast. We're not having to be so aggressive right now. We're able to take it slow. We're just checking in. People are like, okay. However, we are going to start seeing that uptick, I think, again in December. There was a couple years back where December was like a huge month.
I don't know. It just depends on what the feds do with the interest rate. Like I said, I know it does not directly link to what mortgage rates do, but there is a trend every time that the Fed raises rates, mortgage rates go go up. And this is a huge worry for people right now. They're like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be spending a lot more money to borrow that money in order to purchase this house. At the same time, guys, we're not having to go in over list price.
Yes.
Where back in March we were having to go 20, 30, 50,000 over. You're not having to do that now. So weigh your pros and cons. The good thing about having a higher interest rate is you could always refi that. So say in a year or two it goes down, refi out of that, you didn't have to spend the extra $50,000 to get the house in the first place.
Absolutely. We've talked about this aggressive market. Let's talk about kind of the trend that we're seeing to back up what we're telling you right now. So that's the days on market. So this time last year in 2021, it was 37 days on market. Now it's 44. So
And that's for single family, right?
And that's for single family.
Yep.
We are seeing houses stay on the market longer. Okay, but if we're looking at townhouses, in 2021, or townhouse condo, 2021, it was 41 days on the market, whereas this year it's going to be 48 days on the market. So still lengthening on how long they are on the market. Now, year over year, it's not as different, right? We're still seeing it on longer. If you were to look back at our other videos, we were seeing things fly off the market in a weekend. That was really affecting this number.
Yeah.
And so if something was on longer than a weekend, say in like, I guess June probably would be the hottest, we would be like, what's wrong with the house? Now we're starting to see that kind of level out a little bit, and that doesn't necessarily mean there's something wrong with the house. We're just in a very different time.
Yeah, exactly. And so also what we were seeing like back in March is, before they send up, they call it like a bidding war, right? Where they start showings on a Thursday, show through the weekend, and then all the offers are supposed to come in on Sunday. You see me flick the little thing out of my head. But offers coming out on Sunday with the due date of Monday. We were seeing in March where they were getting accepted after a day. They were just like, nope, we're just going to do this. There was too many offers coming in. We got plenty of strong offers. We're going to pick from one of these strong offers and take that one right there. So March was insane. And I think there's the anticipation of rising interest rates. All right, so before we dive into how much more people are getting for the listings, or maybe they're not, let's go ahead and dive into what the median sales price is for Fort Collins in, so these numbers are of August of 2022. So single family homes, let's break that down first. Median sales price was $548, where your attached, we're talking about your townhouses, condos, row homes, was $380. So big difference there. I like to break it down just so you kind of know whatever it is you're looking at doing, whether you're doing a townhouse condo or a single family house, what you're going to be expecting to pay.
And then if you're looking at Denver, median sales prices for all of it is the
$537, and that's everything put together. So your attached and detached homes are all put together.
So are we still seeing Fort Collins be cheaper than Denver?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think $680 was the single family median sales price in Denver as of August of 2022. Yes. So you're definitely seeing the houses cheaper in Fort Collins. Not like what it used to be before. You used to be able to get a house super cheap in Fort Collins as compared to Denver, but people are becoming people are like really going into Fort Collins, becoming so much more popular, so the prices are going up.
Okay, so percent of list price received. So in 2021 it was 101.4. This number was also above 100 all year, actually. All of this year.
Yeah, for as many years as we can remember, you were getting more than list price. I say it really got hot and crazy in Fort Collins in like 2017, and then it just got bonkers.
Yeah, but now...
Did I really use that word bonkers? I don't think I've ever used that word before.
I like it. Usually you're a little bit more vulgar.
I know.
So 2022, the same time of year, it's now 99.4. So now we have dropped below 100, which is the first time we've seen this in a minute.
Yeah, and guys, so just kind of boots on the ground, expert advice, or what I'm seeing on the ground. There's a good chance that we're getting 5,000 to 10,000 below list price right now, just because I think that so many agents listed the prices so high that we could go in and it's like, listen, listing's been under for a couple weeks. We could come in a little bit lower or ask for some concessions to be able to get in under contract on this property. We're
also having a little bit more time to really do thorough inspections and inspection objections, and then being able to tack off some of those items.
Yeah, guys, I love this market right now. Seriously, there's nothing that warms my heart better that we literally just got an inspection resolution back, agreeing to do all the stuff that we objected to. That hasn't happened in I don't know how long. Usually they take 1 or 2 items off there, and we had 5 items and they agreed to all of them. So it's super awesome to be able to see that you guys get into a house and also still feel comfortable after that inspection that you're not going to have to worry about a sewer system or a furnace or a roof. And so it's been, I love this market right now. I'm not going to lie.
So let me give you an example. Like Peter and I used to fix and flips, and back in like spring, or in summer, we had been telling people kind of the cost of what these things are, not because we're trying to ask for them, but for them to repair, which is a very different conversation. We are truly able to advocate for you right now in this market because it is leaning towards a buyer's market. So we are able to really get those negotiation skills back that we just love in as far as, the real estate side. But back in summer, like there wasn't a lot of that, or you could have missed having the home. So the conversation more so went, are you willing to get this fixed? What does it cost? And then trying to figure out kind of that risk mitigation of like, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? it, and do you love that house enough? So definitely a very different conversation. Okay, guys, these market updates are usually kind of down and dirty. We go over some of the most, obvious numbers with the trend so you can compare it month over month. If you have any other questions about the market, please let us know. We can dive into it so much more than just this, but we want you to be able to follow along if you're looking at Fort Collins as a whole for this, new home.
If you are looking at purchasing real estate in Fort Collins, give us a call on the phone number right below. Call or text, I guess.
Any of them.
I usually say phone
Or
call, but
email.
you could text us too. Chelsea's the one doing it right away, right then and there. So
Everything comes to my phone, so sometimes I don't even know if it's email or text or call. I'm like, I don't know, they just all come through me.
yep, there you go. All right, until next time, we love you. Bye.
Bye. North, because it's time for that update of the market in,
If the markets.
Okay, nope. What do I say? Now, if you're looking at townhouse versus since the summertime, this is from last year. Increase, which is really.
Can you see him? Is that guy in the blue shirt?
I don't know. Okay, let me try that again.
Okay.
105.77. Okay.
Yeah, guys, and of course, if you are looking at purchasing real estate in Fort Collins, go ahead and give us a call.
Okay.
All right.